Okay, hello, I'm back. A couple of things I forgot to mention in that last video, and I didn't have these clips up, so it wouldn't have it would have been me just talking about it without really being able to show people what's going on. But we're talking about potential Madonna death day 25 into 26. Okay, and please just watch the other video first. If you've, well, it doesn't really matter, but it would make more sense. But I wanted to just tie back in with a couple of numbers that was in this number jump first. Okay, so when we were looking at the number jump from Madonna's birthday through to 2/6/2025, it was this number right here. Okay, and that happened to be the 2700th prime. Okay, now what was interesting about this is if we then go ahead and click 2700, okay, we can see that we've got the number 2306 composite number. Okay, so it's the 2306 composite number, which ties back to Madonna's Who's That Girl release date. I think you can just about find the original release date for that. Okay, it's not on Wikipedia anymore, they've changed it. And this also happens to coincide with numbers of the Hoover Dam right now. Okay, on the age of the Hoover Dam right now. Now, if we come down here, right, something that I forgot to mention in the video is look at the 2700th prime, not prime number, composite number. Okay, we have the numbers of pi at the start of this. Again, in the dartboard, Madonna, her birthday is opposite 314 in the dartboard. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. And if we keep dropping down to the square number, okay, now we see something really interesting, whatever that number is. Okay, but we've got the 729 at the start of this number. Okay, now 729, the 29th of July is the big white wedding, was the big white wedding of Diana and Prince Charles. Okay, so this is really interesting because Billy Idol also has a song called White Wedding, and in the song called White Wedding, okay, so a connection, this connection to 729, the main white wedding with Diana. Okay, this is the one you would think of if somebody said, well, what's the biggest white what's the biggest wedding ever? Probably they would think of that, and ties into the White Wedding song by Billy Idol. Now, if we go to the actual song video, what you'll notice in the song video is that in the congregation, the crowd, the wedding party that is there with everybody, this character is in the crowd. Now, this, I believe, is a direct reference to Madonna's song, Who's That Girl, where she's wearing the same kind of outfit. It's a personal reference for me. The 236, my grandfather's birthday numbers, he used to wear a grey suit like this. I always remember, on the Dodgems, he would always play Madonna songs, and he'd even wear a hat like this as well. Not, obviously he wouldn't wear it in this, but a similar grey hat as well. I can always remember a picture of Madonna on his office wall. Okay, he had a thing for Madonna. Okay, it's just weird. Okay, the synchronicities are just weird. Okay, so this shows up in the White Wedding. Okay, with Billy Idol. Now I've already shown you as well in previous videos the connections with the palindromic numbers of Billy Idol and Madonna, and we had yesterday obviously was a really good palindromic number. I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous video, but 52225, okay, with the date, if you're writing it the English way, a really good palindromic number that connects back to Billy Idol. Obviously Christmas. Obviously, when we go back to here and we look at the numbers here, the 10th column, this 1005, I was showing this before, the 105 connects what some people would call the birth of Christ, 9/11, through to Christmas, again another birth of Christ, 105 days. Okay, and again, if you could just stick a 1 in front of here, you've got Christmas right here. It's really important. And don't forget the train that goes over the cliff, that references back to 1022 with the Montparnasse train crash in Paris. Again, 131 days from Madonna's birthday takes us through to Christmas again, okay? So 131 on that train is important. That train crashing right before the Who's That Girl scene. Yeah, all these little connections tying back together. But of course, Billy Idol with the 2-5 palindromic number. This thing. Now, what else is interesting about this white wedding thing? Oh, one other thing with Billy Idol before we get onto that as well, is I'm going to show you something else. Now I'm wondering where I've done with that again now. Maybe I lost it. Billy Idol. Oh dear. Well, we don't need it for this one. Oh, here it is. At the start of this, the first reference is, it's a nice day for it. He says white mocha or something like that. Okay, as he's getting his drink. Something like that. They reference white wedding right at the start of this thing. Okay, now, again, in White Wedding, there is another scene in here that is going to reference 2-6, and it is, well, where the hell is it? Come on. It's actually the rebirth of Billy Idol, which would make sense, because if today's date was going to be like Madonna's death date, okay, today's date would tie directly to this, because right at this scene, and don't forget he's got the Vegas on the guitar as well. Now this, he crashes through the metaphysical window here on his motorbike, okay, and then he shows up with his motorbike, on his motorbike as well. She's right here. Oh, well, if I could get onto the actual scene. Okay, oh, taking his helmet off. Okay, you probably should keep your helmet on, because what is interesting about this motorcycle reference is Billy Idol had a motorcycle accident, 1990, February the 6th. Okay, February the 6th. Very interesting, isn't it? Nearly cost him a leg, like the Twin Towers coming down. February the 6th. So this would tie Madonna, today's date would tie directly to Billy Idol. It would tie directly back to this. It would tie Hoover, Who's That Girl. All of these things would tie together if something was to happen to Madonna today. Very interesting. I can't believe I forgot to mention about the motorcycle thing with White Wedding. But yeah, okay. Again, it's just, that, even with the unibrow there, it's just too much, it's, I don't know what else to say. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'm keeping my eyes peeled for stories about trains in the news today. Okay. Alright, thanks, bye.